So dear students, in the last video I have discussed these two journal entries, that is started business with cash and deposited cash into bank. Today in this video I'll be teaching you about the third entry, that is purchased furniture for cash. Since it is purchase of furniture, so will be there is a payment, cash payment, so we will be recording this in the payment voucher. For that, let us go to the Tally software, and here in the accounting vouchers, here we have sales voucher, but we want to record this in the payment voucher. So function F5, and we come to the payment voucher, and in the payment voucher we will record it as furniture debit. So buy furniture. If furniture is not created, you will have to create it by pressing Alt C, and in the debit the amount will be 30,000. Enter to cash. Yes, we had purchased it in cash, so to cash, automatically amount will be shown as 30,000, being furniture purchased in cash. Enter. Then the next entry is purchased goods for cash. Okay, purchased goods for cash 2,50,000. We are going to record this in the purchase voucher because it's relating to purchase of goods. So purchase voucher is Alt F9, or directly we can select from here. Then you see this type of screen appears. So before teaching you about purchase and sales voucher, let me tell you something. Here you see this option as voucher, and there's one more. If you press it, there's one more option as invoice. So if we select as invoice, that means we are going to print the voucher in a format that we can issue it. We can issue this as a bill to our customer. In that case, we will need the details of the items. So that I have not yet created the inventory information in the Tally software, so it will be difficult. So I'll be selecting as invoice. So if I press this, as voucher. So as voucher, when I select, that means I'll be preparing it as a transaction, as a journal entry, debit, credit, like that. And I will not need the details of the item sold. So it's our wish. If we want to issue invoice, then we will have to select as invoice. If we want to keep a record for ourselves, then we will maintain as voucher. So here I have selected as voucher. And as invoice, if we select, we can see the upper option. We can prepare item invoice or account invoice. So that's not of our concern. We are going to prepare the purchase and sales voucher in which format? This one, this as voucher. So I've selected as voucher. Now supply invoice number. If available, we'll fill it up. If not, we will leave it blank. Date is blank. If required, we'll fill up the date. If given to us in the normal situation, practical situation, we will write the date. Then now come to this particulars. Remember the journal entry? The journal entry was purchased goods for cash. So to cash, to C, cash, enter. Amount of goods purchased was 2,50,000. Enter. Purchase is automatically prompted because I had created purchase earlier. If it is not created, here in this place, I'll press the cursor and press Alt C and create the purchase account. However, not required. Amount will automatically come because I have already inserted the debit amount. So create amount will automatically come. Narration being goods purchased for cash. Enter. Next entry in the question is this one. Purchased goods from Messrs. Assam Stores on credit 20,000. So since I have purchased again, so what I'm going to do this time to Messrs. Assam Stores. I had already created this account, so it appears in the list I will select it from the list, Messrs Assam Stores, and the amount of purchase was 20,000. Buy purchase will be automatically prompted, and in the narration I am going to write being goods purchased on credit. Enter, enter. So let us come to the next transaction. Sold goods for cash rupees 2 lakhs. So for that I will again have to move to the sales voucher, that is F8. Function F8. In the sales voucher, I want to record it as voucher, so I'll press that. Narration. So this place, I repeat the entry. It was sold goods for cash rupees 2 lakhs. So it will be cash will be debit. Amount of cash is 2 lakhs. Enter. To sales will automatically be prompted because it is a sales voucher. Backspace. I want to keep the narration being goods sold for cash. For cash. Enter, enter. The next transaction is sold goods on credit to Virgin 50,000. So this time again sold goods, so sales voucher. This time we have sold to Virgin. Virgin I have already created. Enter. The amount of goods sold is 50,000. To sales automatically appears. Amount also will automatically appear as I go on pressing enter. The details of item, what item and all, I may put here, but I could have put only if I had created the inventory information, which I have not done. So I'm going to skip this by pressing enter, enter. And in the narration, I will write being goods sold on credit. Enter, enter. The next transaction is received cash from Virgin 50,000. So in the receipt voucher, that is F6 function, F6. In the receipt voucher, I am going to write 2. What will be 2? I have received cash, right? So I've received from Virgin. So I'll record Virgin. How much I have received? 50,000. Enter. Buy. I have received cash. So I'm going to select cash. Amount will automatically appear. Being cash received from Virgin on account. And then the next transaction, paid salary to staff 20,000. This is a payment. So I'll go to the payment voucher. And since I have paid salary, I will write SALA. So there is no salary account. That's why it's showing salary spelling error. So I'll press escape and I will create the salary account here by pressing Alt C. As soon as I press Alt C, this screen crops up. Here I will write SALARY. Enter, enter. Under salary will fall under indirect expenses. So here I will choose this indirect expenses. And then I will accept the page as it is by pressing Ctrl A. And for salary, the amount of salary that I have paid is 20,000. Enter. 2. I have paid in cash. So I will select cash account. Being salary paid. Enter, enter. Then the next transaction is paid to Messrs. Paid to Messrs. Assam Stores. So for this, I will have to record it in payment voucher. I select the payment voucher, which is already there, and I have made the payment to Messrs. Assam Stores. Messrs. Assam Stores, and the amount of payment is 20,000. Enter. Enter. I made the payment in cash, so I'll select cash. Narration being cash paid to Messrs. Assam Stores. Enter. Okay, then the next transaction. Withdrew cash for business purpose 10,000. The transactions journal entries cash account debit to bank account. So this is a contra entry. I'll go to the contra voucher and to bank. So I will write bank B and I'll select it from the group. Amount is 10,000. Enter in the bank which check I have deposited and so on details I may put here. And then since the money is withdrawn for business use, so cash account will be debited. Enter being cash withdrawn from bank. Enter, accepts yes. Then the next transaction is depreciation of furniture. I'm going to record it in journal voucher. So this is journal voucher and it will be by depreciation. Depreciation is not created, so I'll press Alt C. I will write depreciation account. I may dispense with writing account. I will write depreciation. Yes, it falls under direct expenses, so I'm going to accept this by pressing enter. And the amount of depreciation is 3,000. Enter. The depreciation is of furniture, so to furniture, as soon as I write F, I get furniture in the screen and I select it from there. Then amount is automatically here because I have already entered the debit amount. Again, I press enter and write being depreciation of furniture written of narration. Enter. And then we arrive at the last transaction that I had selected. Purchased stationery for cash. This is a payment. So we'll go to the payment voucher again and record by stationery. Stationery is not there in the list, so I will press Alt C and prepare stationery account. It is also an indirect expense. Then the amount of stationery is 300. Enter. I've made the payment in cash, so I'll select cash account. Amount automatically comes. Narration being stationery purchased for cash. So in this way, I've created all the vouchers. Now you might escape. Now you might be saying that, ma'am, I want to see the voucher. So you come to the gateway of Tally, come to display, and then go to daybook. You can see all the vouchers that you have entered. Out of this voucher, you want to select any particular voucher, just select it. You want to delete it, press Alt and D. I'm pressing it Alt D It will ask delete. I don't want to delete, so I'll press escape. So here you can view all the vouchers. If you want to see the trial balance, you can click it here and see your trial balance. Escape. You want to see the, say, account books, or say I want to show you something else. You want to see, I've gone back to the gateway of Tally. I can see my balance sheet for these transactions at any point of time. So this is the balance sheet given the transactions that I have done. If I want to see the details of current assets, I'll click it and double click, and I will get the details of the current assets that I have in hand. Escape, stock summary, profit and loss account, ratio analysis, everything can be done here. These reports can be prepared, and rest, if I want to see, I'll have to go to display books to see trial balance, day books, and this type of things. So escape, escape. And as I had told you during the voucher creations, that this about this inventory info, if you want, just like you created your ledgers, you can also create inventory items. Let me show it to you. Inventory, stock group, stock items. So under stock items, create. So I may create, suppose what item I'm dealing in. Suppose I'm dealing in furniture. So I will write furniture. Say under furniture, I may write table. Okay, like this, and it will fall under which group. What is the unit applicable, kg or liter, or uh, pieces, units, 1 unit, 2 unit, like that, and all. So this stock details can be maintained by using the inventory info. That's it. That's for today, students. I'll be sharing some more questions, some more journal entries for your practice. Please practice them.